Well, welcome to this service to commemorate National Police Remembrance Day, a day of great significance for policing. Each September, families and loved ones, fellow officers and the wider community gather at sites right across the state, the nation and the Southwest Pacific region to remember those police officers who have lost their lives in the course of serving their communities, to honour their devotion to duty and their sacrifice. You know, no commemoration or recognition can make good the loss unfairly carried by families and loved ones, and no tribute or salute can ease the pain for those officers who proudly served alongside these heroes. But still we will gather, as we must, so that the courage and the selfless actions of our fallen officers will never be forgotten. Significantly, we're gathered at the New South Wales Police Force Wall of Remembrance, where the names of 252 officers are etched into the memorial's largest wall. Each name a solemn reminder of the dangers our police face. These walls speak to us of honour, of bravery and valour. They speak too of sacrifice and loss, but more importantly, they speak of love, of hope and of legacy. Though taken from us far too early and all too abruptly, the legacy of our fallen officers will go on. They confronted desperate criminals, they stood firm in the face of adversity, they braved gunfire, they saved lives, and they gave their own lives. They lived for their communities and they died serving them. The lives they saved are many. The lives they enriched are countless. You know, law enforcement is not just another job. There are days of great joy, pride, great personal triumph. And there are days where police officers are confronted with the very worst that people can do to each other. As police officers, we know with certainty what time each shift starts, when a shift will finish, or whether an officer will see it finish, are never taken for granted. Each day, police officers leave their own families to protect people and families they may never meet. An extraordinary commitment that deserves the respect of every person who enjoys the peace, the safety and the freedoms that our police provide. And so it's fitting that we gather here, right here, to remember and to pay tribute, not simply for the way that these men and women lost their lives, but for the way in which they lived their lives. The first name etched into the wall behind us recognises the loss of an officer more than 150 years ago, the most recent in December of last year. Detective Inspector Bryson Charles Anderson VA. Lending support to fellow officers in a siege situation, Bryson was killed in the line of duty in the early afternoon of the 6th of December 2012, just weeks before Christmas. He left behind a wife and 3 children. Bryson will never be forgotten. We will not forget that all of our fallen were mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. They were loved ones and friends. And we'll not forget that behind every name etched onto the memorial is a family forever changed by that sacrifice. I know that many of those family members are gathered here with us today. As we join with you to recognise your loss, we are reminded of the painful void that can never be filled and the loving memories that will never be erased. On behalf of the men and women of the New South Wales Police Force, I offer you our heartfelt condolences. I thank you for the support that you gave your loved ones throughout their policing career, and I hope and I pray that you take some comfort from today's commemoration. I know that there are also community members here with no connection to the police force, other than the gratitude for the commitment that my officers so freely give. The police force exists to serve and to protect you, the public, and it is very affirming to have you join with us at this most important time. As the Commissioner of Police, I'm privileged to honour the memory of 252 brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice, giving their lives in the service of this state. And I'm humbled to lead the thousands of brave men and women who so willingly follow in their footsteps, knowing the risks that carries, placing the safety of the community before their own in order to reduce violence, crime and fear. To our fallen officers, on this day, you're in our thoughts, but you're forever in our hearts. Your loss touches all of us. While we who still serve are the poorer for your passing, we are indeed richer, no, much richer, for your service. May your loved ones be comforted. May you rest in peace. Thank you.